Good evening, guys. I hope your guys' Tuesday is going well. And we are going to be cropping. I was just visiting with Janett Corry for a little bit. She's going to go on an exciting trip this summer, so she was telling me about it. But tonight she's going to be cropping with you guys with the fun borders. So we are highlighting those this week. So definitely pull them out if you have them. And if not, just sit back and be inspired by all the fun and creative ways to use the fun borders. There's quite a few of them, and they're all really fun in their own way. So definitely, I'm going to give her a minute to make sure that she's got the comments. So definitely jump on and say hi.
It's almost.
Let us know you're there. And then we will get started. You got it up, Janett?
I got it.
Awesome. All right. So you got people joining you?
I see Linda, see Tina Gaddy just now.
All right. Awesome. All right. Well, Linda, I'm going to let you take it away. And you are all set.
All right. Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are you tonight? Tonight I'm showcasing the banners, fun borders. As I don't know if all of you know, but if you don't, we are doing a sale on those. They are regularly $17. They're $13.77 now. If you are a Kiwi Club member, you can get an additional 10% on top of that. So I see we have quite a few people coming on now. I see Lisa, Linda Hansen, hi. Again, the borders is the ones we're going to go with. And they come in with 3 different ones in there. There's the banners 1, banners 2, and the banners 3. I have several pages that I've actually used these for. My first one, as you can see, is about my little dog Dottie. And I used the arrow border here. Then the end of the arrow border was when I cut out here. So that I could use this piece here by flipping it over, because it was a double-sided paper. And then this one here is this one. I had cut it off just a little bit, which is nice because you can do that with these borders by moving them up and down or however, or sideways. And then I added the negative piece on top like this, just to give it some extra color on there. And again, I did say this was my dog Dottie, and it was really fun putting this layout together. Now, do any of you already own the banner set? Hi, Florida. Debbie, how are you? Okay, and don't see some of my friends on here that were supposed to be on here. Nan, are you on? And Chris, Valerie, I see Sharon just came on. How are you? And Lisa from Pennsylvania. I love that we have all these different states. I like when y'all tell me where you're from. I'm from Austin, Kentucky. I grew up in the Louisville area of Kentucky, and moved away. And I lived in Massachusetts and Louisiana and Florida, and now I'm back to Kentucky. And in my travels through all of that, I met my husband of 24 years as of now. Yesterday, it was our anniversary. And we actually enjoyed ourselves. So, all right. So I did explain to you about this border to those that's just coming in and on. I used the banners 3 for this piece. And then I used the banners 1 for this one. But then I took the negative on the, because it on the other side was the paw print, and I just cut that off and then added it to my banner. I just thought it made a good contrast for that. And that's one page that I use these banners for. Then let's go ahead, and I've got a couple more. I used this banner here, but instead of having it as wide, I actually trimmed it off a 1/4 inch on each side, and then put it down, and I didn't make, and it's still the same length. I just trimmed it on each side to make it a little bit shorter in width. And then I used it on my coloring eggs. These are my 2 grandsons, and their Auntie Mary. And that's what I used on that for that border. And then let's see. Okay, this was, we went to Northern Ireland. My husband is actually from Northern Ireland. And again, I went ahead and used this piece, but instead of doing it this way, I wanted it to have this direction. So I simply just kind of was going to try to turn it around like this and cut it, but it was too wide of a gap. So I just kind of freehanded and cut that fork out on there so I could use this banner on this page. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Game of Thrones. If you do or have, if you look at this bottom picture right here that I'm pointing to with my husband taking a picture, and there's a temple up there on the corner there. Well, this was the beach that they had the major big battle on in Game of Thrones. So it was just fun following all of that and going through the different things in Northern Ireland and seeing all this stuff. And they even had a little, when you come onto the beach, they just had these plaques built showing what happened there during that Game of Thrones, which was fun. Okay, and then another page that I did with these borders, I actually used the banners 2, and I used the banners 1. And I just kind of did, what I did here is I put this one like this. Again, I wanted, I have it on there just like so. And then I actually didn't have to use the whole piece, but I used, part of this one with an arrow going out to what my journaling said. And again, this was in Ireland. We were there for a very long time, for like 2 weeks, I think it was. And it was the best trip ever. And so this particular thing was called the Walled City in Londonderry. And it was the St. Columb's Cathedral. And on this mound here, which is this, and here is where there was a siege of heroes and that were buried in a mass grave in this area. So I just wanted to showcase that we were there and saw that, and my banners helped me do that by doing a point and also going to my moments here for the Walled City, which was a lot of fun. Also wanted to let all of you know that I will be back on here March the 19th, Friday night crop at 6 p.m. Have not set up what I plan on doing as of yet, but I'm looking forward to being able to get on and do a layout from start to finish. Tonight's layout was just a spotlight showing you guys those particular set of fun borders that I used. And I used them quite often in my scrapbooking. I also used, oh my goodness, lots and lots of other of the fun borders in different situations. I have an 80-page scrapbook of our Ireland trip that I used a lot. So that was kind of neat. And okay, and so I can pull this up if that helps you guys see what I did. This here is this border, and it's cut off some so that it's just part of the way. And that's the beauty of using some of these borders. No matter which ones you use that are the bigger ones, you don't have to use the complete border. You can kind of pull it around and cut them off and just use, you know, part of it. And then this one here was this one. And I used the full length of that and on there. And I'll go back to this one here. This was just a fun layout to do. And like I said, I did not want the point. So I cut my strip, you know, trimmed it or traced it and cut it. But instead of, I just went down so far and then I cut my own out of there because I wanted to have that effect. And it's just block scrapbooking basically that I used here and added my little bit of bling and my flowers and things like that on here. So that was really a fun layout just to do. These pieces here are that chalkboard. I actually had a piece of paper that had all of that stuff on there. So does somebody need a closer shot? No, okay. And then again, this was here one that I had that I used this piece, and I wanted to show you because of the fact I didn't want it as wide, I was able to put it on here and still get my length, but I trimmed it 1/4 of an inch on each side so that it wasn't as wide. So that is on that one. And again, I did the puppy dog page where I used again the this border here, and then I used the negative on this piece after I laid this down. I put this down on here, and then I used this piece right here to go on here so that it would be a little bit different. And it could have even been, yeah, see, it could have even been this piece that I used for this part. I just cut it off. So, and I've used, like I said, I use a lot of different of the fun borders. I've got tons of books that I've done a lot of different pages, and I do totally enjoy working with Kiwi Lane templates. I've been with them since 2016. I think that's right. And I joined right after Brandy Bockham. She joined, and then I joined right after her, under her at the time. And now we're all one team. So just really, really enjoy doing scrapbooking with Kiwi Lane. I find that I do a lot more than what I used to. Because when you bring out all your electronic gadgets and stuff and have it taking them to a crops and things like that, it gets a lot of stuff you're carrying. So with Kiwi Lane templates, I don't have to do that anymore. I have them all contained and it's their own container that I use. And the bag zips up and I take it with me wherever I go. And I try to do pre-setups of pages so that when I'm going to these crops and things, I have pre-set up pages for me with the pictures in there and everything. And then when I get there, I decide from there which borders I plan on using because I actually will have them all there. I know that we are talking about the fun borders, and they are a lot of fun, and I enjoy them tremendously. Are there any questions? Or something else you would like to see? I'll be happy to show you. Again, just touching base with you. The fun borders are on sale until March the 12th. So if you're wanting any of these, now's the time to go in and get them ordered. They're regularly $17, and now they're $13.77. And then if you are a Kiwi Club member, you'll get an additional 10% on top of that, which I think is fantastic. They always have some fun sales and things like that, and they're really great about all of that. And then again, on March the 19th, I will be back on the 19th at 6 p.m. to do a layout. Sure. Somebody asked me if they could see my bag. I will have to pull it over here, so just give me a moment and I will do. Let's see. Okay. Can you see it? I have all of they're all in alphabetical order. I just recently changed up how I have them in here. I don't have them by the sets anymore. I wanted to put all the arrows together, the build sets, the stars and the gadgets, and I did keep all of my borders in their own particular type there. The bag that I'm using, it's actually a Copic bag for Copic markers, but it works fantastic for this. And I just pop this, lay it on top, and then I close it up. And then this here, I can either carry it like this, and I also have the shoulder strap that I can put on here as well. And it works fantastic for this. And I found something else I liked better for my Copic markers. So this is how this ended up being my Kiwi Lane bag. And they all fit in there. Like I said, I have them all organized here, which is a lot of fun. I don't know about it all so organized, but I try to be. I mean, sometimes it gets crazy in here because I do class. I have several Kiwi Club members, which I love them to death. And every month I teach a class with the month's kit. And it's been a lot of fun being able to do that. And we just meet up at one of the ladies' houses, and there's like 6 of us there. Then there's some that I do give online information to so that they can do their things as well. And let's see, I think that's about all. It is, again, we're trying to spotlight the fun borders, and I was working on the banners 1, 2, and 3 this evening. And I did show you the pages. Would you like another look? If not, probably going to end this shortly, because that was my spotlight for the fun borders for Kiwi Lane designs. Any questions? Thanks, Linda. It was a lot of work putting all of those templates and getting them in there and doing, like, I've got them set up in butterflies, birds, and bugs, cameras and frames, men and boys, shapes, flowers, leaves, trees, naturey, tagging, the journal tags, all the different ones, all just kind of all put together like that. So all of you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I thank you so much for joining me today and letting me spotlight these banners for you. Take care and good night.